Hi, my name's Colette from Double Take Cakes, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a sugar rose. Now, roses are a beautiful accompaniment to any cake. It's the first thing that I actually learned to make when I first started cake decorating myself, and it can be quite simple and quite breathtaking. And of course the method I'm going to show you cuts across a lot of boundaries. So what you're going to need is a little bit of sugar paste or fondant. You're going to need some colouring paste as well, because we're going to colour the fondant. And then we're going to need a cocktail stick to colour the fondant with. And for fun, we might just put in some sparkles as well. Now, the first thing we do is we use our sugar paste, which is like a sugar dough. And we use this sugar dough to cover the cakes, and we also use it for sculpting as well. Now, what we do, we use our fingers to knead it. And what we want is a nice, smooth, elasticy dough. As you can see, I'm using the ends of my fingers and not my palms to actually knead the dough. We don't want any cracks in there, so we knead it for a little while. And it works on your body heat. So once you've done that, you put it in some cling film. And the reason why we put it in the cling film is so that it will retain its moisture and it will not dry out. And that's a very important thing when you're working with sugar paste or fondant. If you don't cover it, it will dry out, and we certainly don't want that to happen. So we'll put that to one side for now. The next thing we're going to need is an A4, what we call sleeve. And you usually put paper in this, and we want to cut it open, and that's very simple. So if I get a sleeve, and you get my gist, you literally use the scissors and you cut it all the way down one side. Okay? And then once you've done that, you cut it round the other side. Okay? Once we've done that, we want to be able to open it out as a flap. All right? So we want to make sure it opens out. We don't want you to cut it on the wrong side, so certainly don't cut it on the side that has the punctuated holes in there. So once we've done that, put that to one side, we now work on our sugar paste. And what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of colour to it. So taking a small amount, and again, once again, covering the remaining paste. We open it out, and then we use a cocktail stick. And you only need a little bit, and you dip your cocktail stick into the colouring paste, and then we put it on the fondant. And of course, again, we knead the colour in until you get the colour that you want. And in this case, we're going for a nice pink colour. It's quite robust, actually. Of course, roses are pink and yellows and whites and so on. So we'll go for a pink today. So make sure it's actually, the colours have gone in quite nicely. You don't want streaks of colours, because if it's not mixed in properly, you'll find streaks of colours, and that can be quite unattractive. And I'll just close this so that we don't have an accident. And then what you do is you literally take a small ball, just about the size of a marble, and you place it inside the wallet. Take another one. I'm doing them various sizes. The smaller ones are for the inside, and you'll understand why in a moment. But they're roughly the same shape. Don't have to be perfect. Okay, I can see this one's slightly bigger, so I'm going to remove it, divide it into two. Well, I want 8 or 7, actually. 7. Now all you do is once you've spaced them underneath the A4 wallet, you use your thumb and press down, and that's all you need to do. Press, press and press. Okay, so you've secured them onto the A4 wrap, and then using your forefinger, just gently press the edges. And these are going to be the petals of your rose. Just go down gently. And as I'm doing it, I'm not emphasising too much of the middle, it's just the edges that I'm interested in. You don't have to worry about the base, so just do the edges of the petal. But don't press them too hard, because otherwise what will happen is that the edges will crack, and we don't want that. Just want it to be nice and easy. And you don't need to spend too much time doing it. There you go, so you can see it's nice and thin. The base is still fat. Onto my third petal. Do be very gentle. Remember, I'm not going to the bottom. I'm not touching the bottom at all. I'm on the final one. So what were 7 balls have now turned into little discs. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is select the smallest petal. So first of all, you open out your A4 sheet and select the smallest one. So I'll just take this one. And what you do is you roll it like this, and this is going to form the central bud. So as you can see, there's a lovely spiral in the middle there. Now, there's a little join, so I'm going to cover that join, and I'm using the second to smallest petal, and I'm just going to cover that join. And then, one by one, I add on the petals by covering the joins. So you can see, starting to build up a little bit. Make sure the fattest bit, the bit that hasn't been worked on, remains at the bottom. Okay, and there you can see you've got your flower. And then finally I'm going to add the last petal. Now it's entirely up to you how many petals you put on your actual rose itself. You might find that you can use less or more. And what I'm doing, I'm just curling and touching up the petals a little bit. Finally, it's got a very big base, so what we need to do is just squeeze the bottom and remove the excess. Again, put that to one side, and then we put it down, and there you have your sugar flower. Of course, keep on playing with it. until you're happy. Now what you can do as a final touch is spray a little vegetable oil on it. And then just going to pour a little bit of sparkles on it. These are pink little sparkles, and it just makes it look so gorgeous, and it stands out and pops. And there you go. And that's the final product. Why not get in contact with us at Double Take Cakes? Our website address is www.double-takecakes.com. That's www.double-takecakes.com.